Hey, I'm Ralph. I'm with Flexfilm, and we're going to do a tool review today on the Yellow Turbo Squeegee. I've got a couple of them right here, and I didn't know this until actually kind of recently, but we sell two versions of the Yellow Turbo Squeegee, and I believe there's even more versions out there than what we sell. But one version is one that I probably use more often, which is the one I'm holding on the top, which is a more rigid version of the Yellow Turbo. It's definitely a harder technology. This one's a softer one and darker in color. And you know, if you're gonna call on the phone and say, I want a Yellow Turbo Squeegee, which one are you gonna get? Or do you know which one to ask for? You know, this one on the top right here that I actually enjoy doesn't last as long as the one on the bottom. The softer one will just last longer because I think it's harder to damage and it just does better when you're trying to clean glass. You know, the harder one will damage easier on the edge and start leaving streaks behind as you're squeegeeing quicker. So you'll probably be replacing this one more often. You know, you may like this one better, but you're going to be aggravated at how often you have to replace it to keep it working like you want. You may like this one. If the softness doesn't bother you and you're okay with that, it'll last longer and it might be the best value. They're going to be the same price. And that's how you're going to get them from us in these increments. We have other sizes as well. But once you get them, if you're like me, we're going to cut them down to something like this. As an installer, I like to put an angle on there, and I like to have enough to, you know, work with. I'm old school. This is an old tool that's been around for a long time. I even cut the edges on them so that, you know, I don't cut my finger over time when I'm putting a lot of pressure on squeegeeing. But just want to let you know, don't just call up and order a Yellow Turbo. Maybe give us an idea which one you might want. And last but not least, I wouldn't say this without certainty, but I've seen other versions of the Yellow Turbo. They must, well, from what I've heard, they come from overseas. And if you ever get that one, I don't have one to show you. Those are really bad. They aren't the Yellow Turbo Squeegees as you probably know them. They'll be very hard to work with, and they'll last only a few days, and you'll probably regret buying them. Just make sure you're getting quality tools, and make sure you ask for the dark one or the light one, and you know, at least know what you're getting. Take care.